a little disclaimer, of course, we are trying to be neutral. I think you can see that we're wearing Germany jerseys, and we're trying to be neutral. Please forgive us if it does not work perfectly 100% all the time. We're about to start. The players are ready. Remember that you can do your predictions. Put your coins in on who will take this first set in the final of the European Roundnet Championship 2025 broadcast from Marburg. And Theo's getting ready for his first serve. Faking a little bit, but that one goes onto the rim. I think you can already hear the crowds.
And the second one. Even though the French crowd is a little bit concentrating on the
on the other net. Yes.
So maybe we have the Germans a little bit louder here.
Although it's also close together, so. All right, so that means that Paul will serve for the first time. And there goes a reverse, which is well handled by Hugo. But the first touch from Tim there into the block, which cannot be converted, but might be a first sign of we're here and we're ready. Second serve for Paul. Also going for a reverse. These teams, they did meet in the gold group stage. And both sets went in favor of Germany. One pretty close though, going into overtime. And that's an ace for Paul Siemer against Theo.
With a classical step out to the left.
Righty cut.
And then the righty cut.
Pretty low, that one. Nice front pocket. And it's Hugo on serve, trying to make up for it. Good serve pressure here, but well handled. And it's, I think they're going to ask the observers whether it was on the line or not. Do we have an angle? It might be,
So from our
it's hard to tell. We don't really have the angle. Can I turn this a little bit so Larissa can see as well? I think it's kind of hard for her to see the replay. That okay?
Yes.
Okay. Oh no, I missed it.
I think they are redoing the point.
It seems like it, yeah. Yes. That one goes high.
I think
the observers were not in a great spot there. Is there a scoreboard in the crowd?
And the short serve. And a nice
Theo is not
hit.
He's on the way. I feel like there was not much. He didn't miss this hit by a lot, but still.
Yes, it was just like the timing was really good from Tim.
Seconds. One goes into the pocket, I think. Didn't hear sound, and that one goes onto the rim. And this leaves us at 3-1 for Germany going into the next serving rotation with Tim on serve. Going for a lefty. Tough recovery set, but great touch from Paul Siemer. Oh, the set goes a bit too far, so Paul cannot make the hit. But a good defensive up there for the Germans.
The receive was, it was far away, but the touch was really good, so that the French
had enough time for a recovery set, which was pretty good. Second serve for Tim here. This one's going up. No break here for the Germans, so now the French team is looking for an opportunity to turn the clock, turn the score in their favor.
And even though we have now 4-3 for the French, it is still even because now Germany has the possibility to play 2 side outs and go in front. Because now it's 4-4.
See a few fakes here by Theo. I think he's not hitting his serves just yet. Oh, and this one Lefty goes past Tim.
That was nice.
Probably wasn't expecting the angle there. And that's a break for France. I think it should be 5-4.
Yes.
5-4, yeah. Paul serving. It's good, and it's an offset, and Paul can run, takes it down, but it's a rally. We have a rally. Oh, and there's another touch. The rally's not dead yet. Who's going to get the point? Touch by Tim. Can he finish it? He cannot.
Paul has to move away.
And the French take it home.
Maybe Paul was a little bit stuck here.
Yeah.
Avoiding the hit from Tim, not being able to go into the right position to play defense then.
The first longer rally here, which I always kind of find an important point for the mindset.
Yes.
Knowing that you can come out on top of these longer rallies that might decide who wins this first set. That one's onto the rim, but only a teeny tiny tad. So we'll see what he can do on the second serve.
Oh,
going for a drop here. I've seen this before. Just a little disruption, and I think he might also want to make sure that the receivers are not going too far back, as Theo is a very tall player
and
who can cover quite a range, and as Paul usually doesn't go for the widest serves, but very fast. Of course, you get an advantage if you go 1 meter back and you have this height of Theo.
Yes, especially with Paul's very fast serves. This is a very good option.
Yeah, so
lefty try we see here. And it goes high.
I hope that we can hear the score, because I'm not sure whether that's the right score. The net mic's not on, is it?
No, I don't hear it.
I don't hear it. And a touch by Paul and a hit on 2.
Oh no.
Was he in the no-hit zone? Or what?
No, it was a point for Germany.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see what just happened. Good serve there, but he can. It happens so fast. Sometimes
I'm not even progressing.
Sometimes you want to commentate on the point, and it just all happens so fast. So you get left behind.
It was
good serve pressure,
yes,
but also very good recovery set.
Yes, it was a good recovery set, but going onto the side of the net, so Paul was placed very good to play defense here, and then had the time to pull his shot around, so it just went by the defender. That was really nice.
Swinging with the righty, but clips the rim. And again onto the rim.
Not sure if this shout by the French crowd in the middle of the serve was a good idea.
The French crowd seems rather quiet compared to a lot of other games that we've witnessed. Maybe later on they might become louder.
Oh, what a nice lefty serve here.
Well done.
Great receive from Tim, and the eye to push the ball just beneath the
very low
hit.
There we go, the French.
And we have a small lead here. So even with the 2 side-out points,
and there's an ace.
There's the break.
Yes, what we talked about. The ball does jump on the net, but it's the speed that is so hard to control. So it slips over the finger of Hugo.
And now Paul on his second serve.
Fun fact, Tim Clemens' second name is Hugo.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That one goes high, and it's a foot fault, so they cannot play this as an active call by the observers. Although, even if they would have wanted to play. Second serve. Ooh.
And
it's another ace. I wasn't sure whether it was rim or not.
Yeah, it was so
low. It was very, very low, the way it came out. But everyone seems to agree. And that does extend the lead. But now the French are trying to put pressure on them for... Ooh. Good chance for the French, for Theo to get the ball up, but the ball just doesn't have enough speed.
Yes, and he was just falling, and I have the feeling when you're just in motion, it's very difficult to control the direction of the ball, where it would come from you.
They're not going to play this. First it looked like they did, but Tim didn't feel comfortable with the set. That one goes onto the rim, so it was a good decision. Sometimes, you know, when you don't play the first one, you're like, oh no. But usually Paul is a very good receiver. And this time, that was not necessary. Well, faking here, going for a righty swing.
But good receive. And a nice backhand flick. But there's a call if he touched the net,
but I don't think that it went through.
Yes.
The observers didn't see anything. Yeah, I think defense was not in a great position. The rotation did not work out too well. Therefore, Theo had a lot of space. The gap was quite big for him to hit into. That's a double fault. And
right now, my feeling is that Tim and Paul, they're doing a good job in hitting exactly in between the defense. So I'm very curious to see how the French team will adapt to that, because I'm sure they will turn
good receive here, giving time, but the set is just a bit short.
Yes. I'm wondering, because there's a little bit of wind.
Yes, with a very high receive. Yes. It might have been, but it might have made it a bit tougher to make this set. The serve's going high. So far, I also feel like the French team had quite a few errors, double faults, and so they're serving. So they should, or they will try to get up their consistency, because you only have limited opportunities to play defense, and if you double fault, you have even less.
Yes.
But now it's Paul's serve, and the French have to hold their side out to keep this game close. Final adjustments. Second serve for Paul. Faking. Ooh, this one is going wide, and it's gonna be a redo.
Yes.
And this is what I mean, like,
I mean,
you can even argue they're still too close, but it is not often that they have to run towards the boundary.
Yes,
but it's these situations, and maybe if it's, you know, a touch that goes wider than the boundary. Going for a drop here again, but very well handled by Hugo, who finishes with a dive where the defense cannot reach.
And Paul now on the second serve.
This one goes high and
so with a
far
lot
away.
Of force.
I just noticed that we can also see the score from the second match, and there Germany is in the lead 15-9. But back to our game here. Oh, this one's also high, but it's fast.
So 2 holes, 2 side
2 important holes
yes.
to stay.
And now the chance to get some breaks into.
Good set there, giving time.
And a nice touch. That was nice touch. That was exactly what I meant. Like Tim was playing his hits right beside the defenders, and now they shifted, they adapted. So maybe they are now creating more and more touches.
Yes, and as Tim really likes his push, they did a good job.
Yes.
Covering this one a bit better.
And a nice flick by Paul here.
Oh, and we heard the German crowd
finally
cheering on Tim for his serve. Who's going to makes the run down, but they're not gonna play this. Maybe they would have if it would have gone up a bit sooner. And that one slips over the fingers.
Wide cut. Wide.
We see the replay here.
Faking
it's not a no touch, but it's the height is sometimes if it's just on your shoulder, because you kind of keep your hands below your shoulder. And another missed hit, and this is a double break for Germany, and the French are going to take a timeout, and I think that's a very good decision.
A good idea, yes.
As this is, two very unfortunate errors from the French team. First, this touch. I mean, if you're receiving here, then it goes onto your fingertips. And although the ball is not high, you really don't just get a very bad. We're going to do a quick reset so that the mics are of better quality. We'll be back shortly. We are back. Maybe let us know if it worked, whether the sound is better. That would be nice to get some feedback on the sound quality.
And now the net mic.
I hear the net mic, yes.
Yes. So we now have a 18-13 lead for Germany here, and I have the feeling that 5 points, even with the new serving rule, is a decent distance.
Yes, it's a little lead.
You can cover 2 breaks and 2 side outs, even though Germany is now in the situation to play side out here.
Especially at this point in the game, where it's 3 more points for Germany until 21. So for the German team, it was a great time to make this double break, giving them an advantage in this final stage of the match. But the French are going to try to fight their way back, but this serve was called a foot fault by the observer, which always, I think, shows how important it is to have observers. Good receive here. We see something, a good touch here, but they cannot reward themselves.
A little bit too far away.
And here we see what Paul is doing. He's trying to make himself some space, like shuffling before he's hitting to make sure the defense cannot get in position that early. This one is onto the rim.
Sometimes he's even looking
over his shoulder
to see where the defenders are located, so he can just hit in between them.
Faking and hitting his, and it's a foot fault. And Tim is relieved as this one goes past him. Tim is struggling a little bit with the fakes, I would say, making the right moves at the right time. But now it's Paul's serve.
And just 1 point is missing for the first set.
Yes, it is set point for Germany, and they have a couple of chances to either break or side out.
And the lefty try by Paul. This is something that you don't see very often.
Well, more
often
and
than the last time.
More and more. Yes, he's actually trained his lefty.
Nice.
And I don't think the Roundnet world or his opponents really needed that, as we've seen that only with his right hand he can do a lot of damage. He does the same with his left.
Great serve and a great receive.
Yeah, the receive was beautiful. I think Tim thought there was, I don't know, something, maybe rim or something, but the players clear this situation up quite quickly. And now it is the side-out rotation for the German team, who can take the first set, and the French have to break. Oh, it's a bowler shot. A little surprise here, but it does not work. It does not find the net.
And a put on.
A safe put on. And there is a touch for the French, but Paul will
and a no-hit zone
run it down, but it's not necessary. It is a no-hit zone.
But that was the first set.
Yes, that was a... I feel like it is rather clear. It's 21-15.
Yes.
But it was basically this double break which made the difference.
Yes. I mean, I have the feeling that both teams did some mistakes.
Yes.
Both teams had some defense touches, and we have the statistics here.
Oh, wow.
With Tim Clement leading
90%.
That's
so that was a pretty impressive game by Tim, as he when his side outs on receiver 90%. So out of 10 side outs, he made 9 of them. Behind that is Paul and Theo with 75-78%, and a little less consistent Hugo, who I think just got a few more aces from Paul and Tim.
And then Tim with 50% breaks on
his serve. That is really impressive.
That's awesome. Yes.
So yeah, 50%, half of the time when Tim was serving, there was a break.
Yes.
So yes, this is something that the German team will try to build upon, and yeah, to keep doing that. But what is maybe the task, or what are the French probably are talking about right now, what they should adapt? What do you think?
Yes, so I think they did the first right change to adapt to Tim's hits a little bit better, because I had the feeling that he was just playing like where they didn't stand. With Paul's hits, Paul is a very flexible hitter,
yes.
so I have the feeling that it's even more difficult to defend his hits.
Yes.
And maybe like reducing the double fault quote a little bit, because they were giving away a lot of points for free, so to say.
Yeah. Now we're going into the second set. Tim starts with a good serve here, and it's a touch, but Paul and Tim are sort of standing next to each other, and the ball just jumps away from them, out of reach.
This is also a very common tactic right now, that he was like hitting with a lot of force, but he knew that both Germans were standing there, so
probably would have gone out of the boundary.
Yes, the chance was high that he would hit someone with his hit. Oh, and we have
giving clean. Good start for the French team here. We hear the crowd cheering them on.
And another
ace. And here's what I meant when I said that Theo is a high energy player, because he will celebrate a point.
Yes.
And I think it's very important for a team to focus on the good, and really celebrate your achievements and your points.
Oh,
but Paul swings back.
Paul just
what
his
a
point back.
Serve! I would love
so
to know the speed on this one.
I mean, Hugo was there. He had his hand there, but the touch was just not good enough. It was just so fast.
He could not keep his hands stiff enough. This one goes high.
Yeah, in the first set, the French were a little bit. The mood was not that high, so maybe they can need
a bit more
kickstart now to play better in the second set.
And a reverse from Paul. It is.
Wow.
This one is a no touch. It goes wide, and Theo is a tall player, so it's not that easy to no touch ace him. But he does think that it's a cut coming in. He does not see.
And he's doing a step back, which is always, when you have a player that is able to shot in both angles, it's not the best decision.
Yeah. But of course it is. I mean, he struggled with the speed of the serve from Paul before, so he tried to get an advantage. Ooh. Sneaky fake, but
Oh, yes.
Paul can
And the
pull
lefty pull.
too. He cannot only push because both French players were waiting for the push, but now as they positioned themselves in front of Tim, he just chose to go with the lefty pull. Good serve here, but well, it's a foot fault. And now I can get back to the question. You cannot play a foot fault serve as a receiving team if you want to or not. Going for a safe second. Now we see Paul looking where the defense is, and there he has the gap all figured out even before he hits his shot.
And I mean, Paul is doing such great hits, but the set needs to be in the right spot so that he has this load of options to play.
And you need a lot of trust to look around. You have to trust your partner to set your ball in a certain way so that when you get back to the net, ooh, good shot here. Going into a one-on-one against Tim, who cannot make the touch.
And we now have an even score again.
Good lefty here. Here comes the quick recovery set, but it's just a bit too fast for Hugo to put on the net. So
too horizontally played.
Good serve pressure from Tim here, who's giving them an advantage going into this side-out rotation. It's so loud, it's insane.
And the first breaks were just like flipped because now Germany is in the lead again.
Oh, a reverse.
Nice reverse.
Paul's is saying pocket, but it's given clean. I also thought it was clean, but I mean, if you have observers might as well ask them because they have the best view. So it's 5-all. Lefty swing goes onto the rim. So he will swing again. Tim staying very low. Little fake, but serve goes up. So they did get one break back, and we have this the scorer that goes back and forth if everyone does their side outs, but it's Paul on the serving line. Ooh, faking a lefty. Good serve here. Again, a very quick set, but Paul is there. And Tim makes it happen.
Such a nice soft touch.
Great
Paul
positioning here.
Play here.
Again, a very steep set. And I think Theo just doesn't have that many options from this very steep angle, but then also it's not an easy set.
And
a reverse. Paul is feeling it.
And again, 2 breaks now, pushing the score for Germany even higher. So let's see.
But the French crowd won't let their teammates down.
No.
They won't stop believing, and so
they will cheer until the last second.
Won't we? They're not going to play this. So Hugo's going for a second serve. And it's a foot fault.
Oh.
The players didn't notice.
The observer tries to shout, but it's too loud to shout.
I don't think it's a big drag because I was looking at his feet. I don't have a good view because I'm like sort of looking from behind, so I can't really see that. But good receive here on a very tough serve. Yeah, but it must have been a very small foot fault. And I mean at the European Championship in the for the gaining the title of European champion, of course you have to keep your feet clean, even if it's just a little.
Yes.
Tim serving with a reverse, which is handled well, and a pull. I think it's clean. Do we have a replay?
So
we are going to see.
Called the rim, and the observers are now discussing.
Replay? They're saying it's clean. I did think so too, but it was kind of loud, so I understand why Tim and Paul wanted to make sure it was. Lefty swing here, but they're maybe thought about it for a couple of seconds to play this one, but decided not to. good second serve here. Again, a very steep. Well done.
Yes, not a lot of time to decide for the hit, but that was a really nice flick. And it was just inside of the serving line, so it was really low, really nice.
I mean, it might have been their something that they discussed, that they want to do like quick sets and not give the defense time. This time also very well executed. This one will not be played.
I mean, you get pros and cons with this. You take away time from the defenders to position themselves. But if they are in the right spot, you have a very...
you can't really change much about your hit.
You don't have a lot of options to play the hit with such a set.
You can't look around, for example. Ooh, tough situation here, but a little bit of luck. As Theo tries to get the touch, and it might have also just dropped outside of the boundary, but
Paul has to switch or to go in between Tim and the net to do
might have been good for Tim to try to position himself on the other side, but it was quite a long way around there, so in the end it was the set and move away for Paul that made it work. Second serve goes onto the rim. Also high, they're not going to play this. Trying to get hold of the ball.
And
that is clean. Yeah, I also think so.
But given clean by the observers.
Unfortunate, as Theo really is there, and I think because he's moving up, it's clean. In the beginning, it really is high, but he moves up. Ooh,
oh,
what a play! Cannot get up.
What a defensive touch!
Great effort there.
That
Love to see the replay of this. We already think it's past the defense, but then he makes the dive. But of course, it's super tough to get back up.
Tries to give him a very high set so he can get back up, but
it's not enough.
Yeah, no, it's not possible for him.
Ooh.
And suddenly we have a 15-8 lead, so this is quite a big lead already.
It's earlier than it was in the first match, I think, because I think now was sort of the time both teams had already like a two number score when Tim and Paul made the double break, which then led them to win the first set. But on the other hand, there's more time for Theo and Hugo to come back now. They still have time. They just have to make it work now.
I think this is very difficult for me, at least in those kind of games, to take the right moment.
Great swing here. Good set. It's off, but
and a short.
It's not over.
So the French calls that the ball touched the ground already.
Maybe we can see it on the replay.
Paul and Tim continued to play, and Paul is saying, "No, I had it. I had my fingers."
I also thought he was underneath. Oh!
That
it was on the ground. What did the observers say? Is it a redo? It's a redo.
Yeah, I was just saying. Maybe it would be time for a timeout. If you're losing points,
they're gonna play this one. I think now they're just saying we're playing everything. They did struggle a little bit with the serve receive, so they don't want to give them another chance to serve. Neither Tim or Paul, they've both applied a lot of pressure, so now they're just gonna play it all, and it turned out in their favor for this side out. Serving here.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, I feel like Paul kind of baited.
And a setting error by Tim. This is something that we didn't see yet.
He's a bit annoyed, but I think Paul's telling him just forget about it. It's not a big deal. Stay focused. Don't get into, I don't know, maybe a downward spiral because of one error. As he now has to receive. Theo.
He's trying to push himself.
Yeah.
A
Felt like
bit.
Paul before was kind of baiting Theo to serve with his right, as he was like cheating on the left quite a lot, just to get ready to serve on the right. Was kind of interesting to see.
But a double fault here.
Yeah. But they did get one break back.
Yes.
And now it's on them to take home their side outs. Good swing here, but it's a foot fault. Doesn't happen to Paul that often, but especially if you hit the ball quite hard, it's sometimes not that easy to keep your the momentum that you have, keep your feet clean. Oh, second swing is good. It's super fast. It doesn't doesn't beat him by the angle, but it beats him by the speed, and the French are taking a timeout as now the next points will be crucial. I mean, it will be important for them to make a break.
Yes, the lead is still there, but my feeling was that the French are gaining a little bit of momentum during
after
the last
this
points.
little mistake by Tim. Was the first time that the German team also struggled maybe with their own side out. But yeah, I think the German team has to stay focused in their head and not get obsessed with something
small
like
errors.
that, the small error. And the French are trying to build on that error, so it's...
I mean, the Germans will have 2 side outs now.
This one is high. Yeah.
And the French crowd is slowly
But it will be super hard coming back if the Germans take home these side outs, so these 2 points might be are super important for this match. And a beautiful backhand there by Tim.
Both are now more in front of the net, so trying to cover the push. But as we saw, Tim has a lot of options to hit with such a good set.
Gets good speed on this backhand too, so it doesn't lip or Theo cannot make a rundown for it or anything. This one goes onto the rim.
This try the reverse.
Good serve here. Good set, but there's a touch from Hugo. And he hits it into the block in a way that it cannot come up, choosing a very low
So I don't know if it was a technical mistake or if Paul wanted to push the ball with the kind of medium distance and speed, because it was a kind of easy touch for the French to
I think the set was a bit off. Oh, very well played here. Yeah. The set was a little bit behind the net, so he didn't have an angle to pull, and maybe thought with his half length sometimes you catch the defender on the wrong foot, but not in this case. Good serve there by Tim, but it goes onto the rim, so he has to recharge.
My impression is also that we had in the second set less rallies compared to the first set.
Yeah.
Teams getting to know each other maybe a little bit better, adjusting their hits. And now
very
it's really
loud shouting by the French crowd here.
That's so awesome.
The second set on the other court is also progressing in favor of Germany. Lefty attempt there, does not find the net.
Only 2 points left for the Germans to decide this match.
Good serve here, but Tim makes a run on. What a set!
Oh, and
beautiful!
The medium hit.
Yeah, this one even shorter, even lower.
Yes.
So what a set by Tim here, and good timing from Paul as he waits until Theo goes further for the rotation and then hits past his direction that he is running in.
Yes, just catching him on the wrong foot here. And
well received here with the hip, and finds a gap between the defenders, who are a little bit upset about this, but that was a great performance from the second seed players here.
Hugo and Theo just wondering how they could have gotten those hits and how they got past their defense.
We have some stats here, and a little bit of change. We have still Tim leading with his side outs, but of course if I mean it's all included. It doesn't matter whether it was an ace that they got, whether it was a set that wasn't super clean, or whether it was a missed hit. So it's all included in these side outs. But yeah, this time they did make a lot of breaks on Paul's serve, which of course helped the German team take home this second set and secure the first win in this matchup, final matchup in the European Roundnet Championship final. And we're switching over to the fourth seed match, which I think we're just putting in the score now. We just had it in the bottom, but the first set was.
So the crowds are now moving
over
to this court.
Trying to get a good view here. Maybe we can scooch over a little to that side so we can look around the screens. Lean forward or lean back, I don't know yet.
So Jonas is on the serve.
I might also just look onto the screen.
And that's a good serve.
It is high though.
Oh, no. Okay.
Pretty close. That's why the observers are so important. Otherwise, it would have been a redo. So Jonas is serving for the second time.
From the side impression, this game had a lot of rallies, a lot of defense touches. So let's see what we can see here with a drop from Jonas.
I think
but a nice side out.
We can move up the camera a little bit, and then I can just stand. Oh. Do you also want to stand up? Then you can still see both of us. Oh, now the French are making themselves big and doing something that the German national team did at Worlds, like the big. Ooh.
Oh, and
nice receive, but and a touch from the French.
Nice set. Oh, and that's
such a low
smart
hit.
Play. Such a great set from, I think, 4 meters away, directly onto the net.
But the crowd is here, and right now we hear the Germans showing up for their team. They're gonna play this.
Oh, wow.
And what an angle.
That's a great lefty pull.
I think they're going to ask.
A diving pull.
First I thought they're going to ask the observers, but yeah, they're not. Now we have the French.
But Germany's in the lead, so we are 16-9. And Paul and Jonas won the first set as well. And the Karlsruhe chants are going.
Paul and Jonas are from the same community, Karlsruhe, so their community chant is being used here to cheer them on to take home the second set. Paul faking to his left, but missing the right. About just an inch, I would say.
Yes, and Paul was generating so much serve pressure during the last days and the last games. That was really impressive.
Yeah.
With the left and the right.
Super high consistency.
Yes.
And then his fakes. Ooh, just fast trigger here. Well received. Oh. I think it's clean, but they're gonna ask the observers. I don't know if we see it on the replay. Oh, we don't get one. No worries, no worries. I didn't mean to sound so hard. Clean. It came out super hard. Just like. All right, now I missed again what the call was.
The clean was the call.
The clean was call.
So point for France here.
This one is high. It is high. Yes. The observers are quite busy in this match.
Uri is doing a good job there.
Yes. That's why we have him. Save second is on the rim, and everyone agrees. There's a little bit of tension there.
Yes, I can feel it.
I mean, not surprisingly, I would say. Second serve. That one's also high. Oh, that was the first serve. Was not this? Now it's the second. Hot potato. Okay. Yeah, it's 1-7. Score was not correct, so. Save second again. So it seems like they do have, good trust in their defense, and that's why. They're standing quite close.
Yes.
Oh, now we do have a replay. Let's effing go.
The second touch was so quick and
nice hand touch.
Really low, yes.
And good job on the set, because it was kind of, the ball was kind of rushed towards him, but to stay calm, managed to give a good set here. Yeah, so this has been a bit of a comeback for the French team.
It feels like.
But
a great
Jonas
reverse.
disagrees. I don't know whether I jinxed this one. Sorry for the French. But Le Bus will not have it. They will not stop supporting their team on their attempt to get back into this game. But Jonas swinging. Also going for a safe version. Oh, Jonas is in the right spot. But
the French, they have really a lot of power in their hits. So
yes, I feel like they often choose to shoot in the body, other than to like find the gap. This one
goes onto the rim.
Good.
Paul is motivating Jonas.
Good receive here. Oh, and here we see also Paul doing what Paul was doing before, trying to shuffle before the hit, as the French team is defending really close.
And the hit was out of bounds, actually. So
and
they discussed quickly if someone of the Germans touched the ball.
They're giving it to the observers.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You can give it out. I'm not entirely sure how the right handling would be.
I think they discussed because out of bounds would have been an active call, but the observers didn't call it. I don't know.
But usually when you play the point, then it's out of bounds. I don't know. Great athletic receive here, but a touch from the French, clearing up a little bit of
and again out of bounds, but this time Paul
with a touch
did touch the ball. The French also, they have a great communication during play. They are giving them so much
who will
commands.
Go for the set?
Yes.
It's going to be soft touch or the other player going. Nice defensive plays that we get to see here.
And crazy
but still,
receipts.
It is Germany in the lead. And I think he does jump. It's a foot fault. Doesn't matter if it's high or not. So Paul has to go for his second serve. I think it was probably the serve pressure that resulted in this lead.
And there's
this is what I mean,
the ace.
because the French play a really good defense, at least from this point where we tuned in.
Yes.
So it probably was the serve pressure that they struggled with.
And Paul and Jonas doing a great job at the receive, even though the serves have like a good speed and are creating pressure, but they received a lot.
Difficult set here, and a touch from Paul.
And again,
it's the rally. The rally lives.
And Paul is there, and he's looking at his hand. How this ball can
just
get past him.
Grabbing the air. So he cannot close the lid on the second set, but it's match point.
I wanted to have a look at how the game went on the last time with this matchup, but
yes.
I don't have the time to look at everything.
It was the third seed that they lost
yes.
once in
yes.
the gold bracket. So
Paul and Jonas won. Oh.
It is clean. I was not sure about this one, but it's hard to see from here where the ball passes his shoulder.
Yes.
Therefore, the observer has a lot better angle. And the French stop the bleeding there, but they do need another break. Otherwise, this match will be over. Paul on the receive, trying with a lefty. There. Jonas hyping up Paul. This could be it. And the pressure is so high. It's a safe second, but...
And we have a 2-0 lead
for Germany.
German team. Yes.
That is a good position to build on, because that means that France has to win every single game from the upcoming matches.
Yes.
If Germany wins just one more, they will be crowned the European Open champions. All right. On our right, the players did warm up. I think we can sit down. Boop. The question is how fast they will start playing. Yeah, what will we show? All right, and after showing you the second seed, we will now present to you the first seed match of Jonathan Harder and Lucas Cristiani against... I'm so sorry, guys.
Dorian.
Oh yeah, of course, I did know that. I'm so sorry, guys.
I think they are called Pour Sophie when they play together. Is that correct? So they also played a lot of ETS tournaments together, and had also really good results. Third place in Bucharest and Lyon.
I think these players, like all four of them, they kind of know each other.
Yes.
They've played each other rather often before in ETS or other events, national championships and stuff. So
especially
will be very interesting.
Dorian has such a big history of playing Roundnet and playing big tournaments. Yeah. So this is really, really impressive and really nice to see those two teams match up here.
Yeah. These teams, of course, also faced each other in the group stage, with Cristiani Harder taking both sets.
Yes.
But that does not have to mean anything, as it's a different day. And it's the final. I mean, of course,
though the matchups were pretty clear.
Yeah.
With 15-4 and 15-3 for the Germans.
Wow.
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah, let's see how this will change now. For
it doesn't have to mean anything. Of course, the Germans are going with a bit more. Maybe they can go in with a bit more confidence because they know we only have to win one game, but they cannot just lay back and let the others do the jobs. They do have to make sure to win their own matches. Because if every one is just like, oh, maybe the others will win, this could go the wrong way.
Yes. So I think every team will just work as hard as they can go.
They want to win either way. I mean, you always want to win, right?
Yes.
You're not playing to lose, so. Yeah, but it will be, I think, mentally even more demanding for the French, knowing that they have to win every game if they want to call themselves the European Roundnet champions.
Especially maybe for seed 5, as they know that they will play now the German nationals, the German national champions.
Yeah. Which is crazy if you think about it. We had the vice champions on the 2nd seed and the champions on the 5th seed, which, to be fair, was not to be expected, and just shows how also equally how strong these teams are and how they can like all beat each other, and it depends on who is in the best mood, who is in the best form on that day, on that time, which will also apply to the matchups between Germany and France. Doesn't matter how well you played yesterday.
Yes.
It's about what you can bring to the net
and
today.
About your mood in the moment. And maybe also a little bit about how ready you feel on your serve and on the serve receive to get into the game, especially in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like we do have a little bit of time, and maybe we want to, I don't know, talk a little bit about what you do when it comes to this new rule package. Because I thought it would be really interesting to have Larissa on stream as a commentator, as she's quite involved when it comes to the rule testing.
Yes. I mean, it's been a great chance to have the European Championships as a place to also test the new rules, to
on a very high level.
Yes, to collect a lot of data to support our quantitative analysis of the new rule packages.
And you're head of data analysis.
Yes, for the Roundnet Revolution. So yeah, we're collecting those games as well, and that's why we need also 1 or 2 weeks to also annotate this and do a proper analysis of package C, which is played here. So this is really great to see also the players, I have the feeling, enjoying the new rules with the boundary. This gives like adds up a lot of value and adds to the number of rallies as we have seen to play with this boundary.
What is your maybe more subjective impression of seeing these rules being played here at Euros? How do you like perceive the games?
Yes, so I think what we already can see here, and this is something that I also heard from others watching the games, that serve pressure still has a high importance, especially here where you have the best players from Europe competing.
Who are still so strong in their side out, right? Even though there's a boundary in the bigger no-hit zone, although there are a lot of adjustments.
Yes, so we're now playing with package C for a couple of months, so my feeling is that players are already adapting to it, that we have like these mid-speed shots that you see now more often, maybe replacing the booms that we had in the past. So yeah, players are really adaptive. They are trying to get the best out of the new rule packages, and it's great to see that we have a little bit more rallies, even though maybe on this level players are adapting really fast.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, there's always points where I keep thinking, if there were no boundary and this is an offset, it would have just been ripped away. It would have been so hard to defend, but now you can't rip it away, so you have to, like, if it's an offset, you can, I mean, go for the boom that goes towards the boundary, but that will often result in a rundown, which I think is really great to watch. So, I mean, we have the 8.5 meter boundary here, so I feel like it's a distance where you can still call it a rundown, and it's still an athletic play.
Yes.
If you come back to the net and
it's still
make the hit.
A good distance to also get it back to the net. If you had the first touch at 8 meter, 8.50 meter, you just bring it back to the net and have a decent hit.
If it comes to serving, I mean, we haven't changed something so far, or tested so far just yet. I mean, the bigger balls I feel like they're on the rise. They're being distributed. They can be purchased now from different brands, and I feel like this will change also something about the serve, which as we subjectively see here, we feel like needs to be done. We will see whether the data supports this.
Yes.
But
have you already played with the bigger ball?
I played Freiburg Masters, but that was old rules bigger ball.
Yes.
So, and a little bit, I practiced a little bit with a bigger ball, and I do think that it will promote serve receive and make serve receive a bit easier. You can still cut the ball and do all crazy kinds of things with it. But yeah, I think it is necessary as an addition to this rule package that we're playing now.
Yes, that's also my impression that, I mean, the servers, we are really quick in adapting to different situations. So also with any other ball, any bigger ball, you will still be able to get a kind of cut, to get a topspin on it.
Yeah.
So the big thing here is that the receive is a little bit easier because it's just not that fast, or it loses speed a little bit when you are in the receiving position. So I really like this.
If you do have questions about the data analysis so far, you can of course put your questions in, and I think there is one. So serving is still an issue. What are upcoming changes regarding that except bigger ball?
We saw in the data that serving is still present, but not as present as before. And this is also something that we recognized a lot when looking at the survey data, because we don't only have like the quantitative data, we also have data from the survey asking the players how they felt with playing with the new rules, trying out different balls, etc. And there we saw that people are forgetting how bad
it was before,
were,
right? Yeah,
because
when we played the German Championship, the mixed co-ed earlier this year, and everyone went back to old rules. We're like, what? Why did we think this was great?
Yes, so we see, for example, we asked, hey, how did you like playing Roundnet with like the old rules? How do you like playing it now with the package? And the perceived joy with the old rules
satisfaction
is going higher with every survey that we send out. So
so additional rules.
Serving was to come back to the question. Serving was like a bigger issue with the old rules. It's still dominant, but we also see a smaller double fault quote because people are not pressing as much for an ace.
I mean, we do see teams doing safe seconds.
Yes,
and I would say we did not see this at the last European Championship. We did not.
That's true.
Not. Oh yeah. Gibt's noch Spezi? Oh, we're getting a little supply. Thank you so much. Bottle opener.
Thanks. You want that?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So I think that is a sign that teams are also getting more confident that they can make a point with defense.
Yes.
So that's kind of what we've seen. And I don't think that people want serving to be irrelevant.
No, we still want to see the aces and the crazy receives. So my impression is that we still have a good mixture of everything. I mean, you still will have, and this is what we cannot erase from the game. We will have players that focus more on either serving or on defense.
Yeah.
And I think that's also valid.
Yeah. But the
it's
equal
just to shift it a little bit.
The equal serving distribution, I feel like, pushes players to be more well-rounded. It's not enough to only be able to serve like crazy, because you have to receive, you have to set, you have to hit. So I feel like this equal serve distribution really has a huge impact as well, because you need all skills to be able to win games, and also double faults are. I feel like double faults are punished more.
Yeah, they feel more painful than before. But also it feels more impressive if a team is able to score 2 points on their side outs and then score 2 points like on their serve, because like then it shows that they are able to put on pressure in all parts of the game to their opponents.
Yeah, I also feel like the dynamic is shifting, because making 6 points in a row is not that uncommon if you double break and you hold your side outs, but it can go both ways.
Yes.
So it's also changing the dynamic a little bit, which I'm not entirely sure yet. Is it more exciting or less exciting? I think it's more exciting to have these changes. I mean, players, of course, and I felt like, okay, I have to get used to this, being 4 or 5 points back, which might not be that much, depending on who's serving right now, right?
This is why I have this 5-point lead in my head. I don't know if if this is a valid distance, but it feels to me, hey, 5 points are still a manageable.
Yeah. Even if they make 2 breaks or something, they still can't turn over the match, right? So even with their side outs and 2 breaks, it's still a lead for Team A.
And I think Paul Schirop was telling this in the podcast, that he feels like with the new serving rule, you now have a momentum really in the game, that you feel, okay, we're now under pressure and we're now like leading the game and not just reacting to something that is happening. And I think this can also be a great addition also for watching the game, because you now feel like there's a kind of momentum, and you can take it into your serve, you can take it into defense, and you're not like forced into something just because you made the point. So.
All right, we are going into the next match. The players are on the court, they're ready, and we have Dorian and Louis against Lucas and Jonathan.
And we have some French watchers in the stream chanting for the French team. That's great.
We're not playing with the European Roundnet with the bigger ball, as we're using the current package C by the IRF. So we are orientating us as what the official Roundnet rule revolution by the IRF is telling us to do, more or less. Because in the official rule testing, this is the current rule package. Lucas Cristiani on the serve. Ooh, this one is rim, but it's juicy. That one looked so good. It was wide and low. Jeez. Second serve, going with his left, but it goes high.
I have the feeling the first serve still feels weird because you're changing directly after it, but
first serve for Dorian.
A good measure to see how the mood is in the set.
Second serve here. It clips the rim just a little bit. So also double fault here. And now serving on Lucas. High receive, but good set. It is out. It is out. Good direction.
That's unfortunate. I think it kind of happens often when you do this no-look backhand, because yeah, you don't see.
It happens faster than you think, and it goes maybe a little higher than you want it to.
Yes.
And then of
maybe
course,
lips in the back pocket.
Slightly better start for France, but still early. And a good serve here by Jonathan Harden, as you're not allowed to hit on 2. And there's a no drop zone. This is a break for Germany.
That's such a nice cut by Jonathan, creating a lot of pressure for the setter.
Faking and going with his left. Well received here, and a nice shot that goes past the defense untouched.
It also takes up like the very little space on the net.
Yeah.
The only available space to hit this backhand.
Now it's Louis. Ooh, with a little backhand surprise here. We have a good angle of this serve. I think Lucas was just too surprised. He did not believe it. He did not buy it, but he should have.
That's great. I remember. So I played him in Freiburg as well in the mixed division, and I remember that backhand. But also
from one backhand to the other. Oh, there's a touch here for the French team, and they make a break. Good start here on serve, on defense. The French are
and that's how
showing
quickly
up.
You get a 5-2 point lead.
Yes. I feel like not that much has happened yet.
Yes.
But still, Louis and Dorian managed to secure a little lead early in the game. Good receive here.
Oh, and
a little miscommunication maybe.
Kind of stand in the same position.
Yeah.
And
making room.
Yes, making a lot of space, creating a lot of space to hit and to do this, to make this point.
Ooh, now we even have all the other game scorers in the corner, so we can follow along. Remember, France has to win every game here to win this championship.
Oh, yes.
That is just beautiful here. Beautiful shot away from the defense.
I mean, Lucas and Jonathan, they are standing at the beginning pretty close to each other, so yeah, one of them needs to do a long way to get this kind of little backhand flick to get it covered. So let's see if they can get this miscommunication from one point ago and get some defensive touches here. Because right now I have the feeling they need some adjustment.
Second serve for Dorian. Going for a drop, but Lucas is there. And another up by Dorian, and another break. They're doing an amazing job here.
Yes. I don't know if the hits of Lucas and Jonathan are just not as fast or as positioned enough, but French, they have really good defensive actions here and are able to creating a lot of breaks.
They put on a lot of pressure by being very close to the net. They're gonna play through this, and they go with a backhand again. Lucas is closer, but still the angle is just so good. And if you only stand on this backhand, there's way too much space open for just a backhand.
They need to cover a lot of space.
Yeah. And it's also due to the sets that are dead center and give them so many opportunities. Jonathan trying to put pressure on Dorian with his serves. But this one goes high, and it's a double fault.
Yes, it kind of feels that the Germans don't have an idea how to get.
Yeah, not a great start here. They couldn't really find a rhythm in their side out yet, which will be I would say, the first first task to stop the bleeding. This one's on the rim. Second serve. And the fans trying to step in, giving Jonathan, or having Jonathan and Lucas's back. This one goes high. Paul, you can't sit there. This one goes high, but now Jonathan was also on the way. You're not gonna make this mistake twice.
Yes. I mean, I like backhands, and I really like how fast he is able to change between his normal righty and the backhand, because now, like for the usual backhand players, it takes some time to adjust with. Oh, that's so great.
There is the first ace. Good break for Lucas, giving a little bit of momentum back.
And we have the angle on the replay. Oh, it's so perfect. A nice placement on the net.
And it's a timeout called by the French team, is it?
I did not
Probably,
see
right?
who called the timeout.
Me neither, I was just guessing.
But we have now a 9-7 score with Lucas. I think he has a second serve left.
Yeah.
So we kind of gained some points.
By the way, you can watch the seed 5 match on the second Roundnet Germany stream. And yeah, someone just commented the seed 3 match can be viewed on the Roundnet France stream.
Yes.
So you can open all the tabs you need to get
Watch
all
in
the
parallel.
action. We have all the scores. Germany is leading in the other 2 games. But in this one,
Lucas with the second serve now. Serving on Louis.
going for a drop there.
And
it's Jonathan who is just a little too late to close the gap as Lucas is moving around to get onto the pole.
But was it in? Because from here it looked like it was just out of bounds. But I don't know if they decided. No, they gave the point to.
Okay, now we're gonna have to listen, which is hard with the crowd. 10-7. All right. Good receive here. Set is also good, and a nice shot.
And this is
what we need, I think, for the German team.
Out, yes, without a defensive touch, playing really nicely in between the defensive, the two French players.
And it's super important there too. Don't get into your head, because the French team had a couple of touches on your first side outs, to just keep playing your game and finding this rhythm in your side out. And I feel like the body language of everyone shows they're still here to win. They have not given up, and now it is a rather tight game, and
it's a long set.
It is a long set. Jonathan trying to apply pressure, going for an interesting stance there.
So much variation.
Yes.
See this weekend.
I mean, I always feel like he just likes to play around with serves and always invents something new.
Yes.
But this time, it's not a success. Going for the second one, which would have been a reverse, but it doesn't find the net. Können wir die Bierdeckel einmal kurz haben? Have to cover our drinks because there's a lot of wasps flying around, and we do not want to get stung. Jonathan's serving on. Oh, this one goes high.
It had a nice placement on the net. It just, I think, lipped a little bit.
Yeah.
Too much into the back pocket. But would have been a great angle.
Second serve here.
Lefty
also
again.
for the
Oh,
lefty.
nice cut.
It is good, but the pull is open and they're gonna hit it. They're calling it rim. Oh. Matthias already calling a redo, although he has not checked with the others just yet. And
there was not a lot of space.
Going to say
and
rim.
they call rim.
Okay. I didn't have, like, I think it was just a little, so it was really tough to see. I actually didn't see it.
And this was the point
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
yeah,
Germans
actually,
needed to even
on the replay.
to even out the French lead.
Oh, a jam here. Oh, and it brings a bit of trouble. It's the receive is, I would say, okay.
Was good.
Was good.
It was a little bit
decent,
fast,
yeah.
so Jonathan had to react really quick.
Yes.
And this maybe led to the set to be a little bit off.
Yeah. First serve goes onto the rim. Nice. He's calling it high. Knows that he can't get there anymore, so he just won't move.
He will just stay low.
Yeah. And it works. So
But
Luke
maybe
is on
not the next
serve.
time.
They do have to break at some point if they want to win the set.
And a similar
there
situation.
it is, putting on pressure,
Yes.
resulting in a set that is just a little bit too short and over the net.
And like just on the opposite side of the net,
Yeah.
which makes it really hard.
Yeah, Dorian does attempt a diving hit, but cannot control.
And there
Goes for a
jam.
jam! Jam for life! I love it!
Very good.
If you can't beat him wide, beat him fast. Or something like that.
Yes, and
should be a saying.
This is really, if you're just receiving.
Oh, and a drop! Well received by Jonathan. I already thought this was gone, but
Jonathan was reacting a lot to the fakes, and
Yes.
then the short or the drop is just an interesting option.
but good choice there. Unfortunately for the French, Jonathan did have his feet under control and makes his way to the net, and also chooses a very good length for his hit as it just falls into the boundary. Safe second here. Oh.
And a clean side out. And we have the first set.
The
going
first set,
to
seed
Germany.
5 is going quite clearly to Germany, 21-12. And the second set also is quite a strong lead with 17-9 for Germany. So
And we are now here in lead for the seed 1 game as well for Germany. So they switched.
they turned the game
momentum a
around
little
within
bit.
the last rotations. But I would say this is not over yet.
No, not at all.
Good
Such a
receive
good
here.
second.
They're coming in
serve.
closer on this backhand, but cannot get a touch on it just yet. Important side out yet again for France. But it's an ace for Germany.
That was so far away.
That was so fast and low, and the placement and angle were, oh yeah.
That was really low, going even below his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have needed to stretch a lot to get this received properly.
Now it will be important for France to get some breaks back to tie this game up again. And it's going to be the backhand again, but it clips the rim.
But Lucas was there.
Yeah.
That's always an important sign that you show that even if it would have been clean, you've did. They choose to play it.
Oh, and that's an forced error there. Hitting error from Jonathan, who's, I don't know whether he just went for a too playful option of this hit.
Yes,
I mean, if he lands these hits, they always look incredible, but of course they're a high risk. There's easier options to choose from, but as we've seen, the French team's defense, I get why Jonathan is opting for a more difficult
They've
version.
had the easy shots with their defense.
Let's go, Luca.
Good serve here, but nice recovery.
A difficult set by Louis here to set over his shoulder.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Dorian cannot make it in time to go on the other side of the net. He's still waiting a little bit where the set will come, and then
so he's not a little bit too slow to get the hit.
Yeah. Oh, and a reverse here. Handed so well. Such a great recovery here. Tough receive, but beautiful set by Dorian. And then there's the defense is just trying to, well, they probably would have done a whole round if they were to defend this. So in this case, maybe was the wrong way around.
Yes, I really like how athletic both French players are. They're just jumping and diving for every opportunity.
Yeah.
So nice to see and to watch. And in double fault, which is not a good moment right now, because really the French need to play all their defensive options that they have.
Good serve, but well handled, and a nice backhand here as well. Very low. That's unfortunate. No, that's a better perspective. Super low hit here. Well done by Lucas and Jonathan to adapt their offense, and now making it really hard for Louis and Dorian to get a hold on their defense. Sometimes it looks kind of funny if it's these experimental serves and they just miss the net by a couple of meters.
Yes.
Like they go so terribly wrong. But of course, with this variability, you never know what's coming towards you. So this is something that Jonathan is known for, and what makes him so successful, that he always has an ace up his sleeve.
Yes.
But this one was a double fault.
And I mean, they still have a couple of points in their favor, so
yeah, I mean, it's
the serves turn.
It's set point here, so
that's
a great block. Set's a bit short, but this one will fall into the boundary, so they have to set it. And this is the win in this first set for Germany. What a set point. Unfortunate, because Louis is there, he gets there in time, but the touch goes quite wide.
Yes.
I think we have a replay here.
Timed kind of boom that was still within the boundary, then a wide receive going a little bit too far. But it actually a decent set.
Still for the situation, for the conditions.
a little bit too fast.
Yeah. All right. First set, we have a couple of stats. Let's see. I mean, it's not... If you look at the teams, I think it's not like super crazy, like the differences. We have Jonathan, who's had the highest side out on receive with 78%, but Louis with 70% is rather close to that. I think what's the most like deviation might be Dorian, who couldn't make his side out as often with only 33%, so only 3 out of 9 side outs. So this is something that I might have to discuss, how they can get the percentage of the side outs on receive for Dorian, for example, back. But he did also get a lot of serve pressure from Lucas and Jonathan. So
what I really like is the momentum change that we saw in the game. Like the beginning was really strong
for France.
Then they kind of adapted to the situation, and then we have some streaks for the Germans, turning the game around.
Yeah, and that's a nice thing with like long sets till 21, right? Because if it were a set till 15, this would have been a different game.
Yes.
And I feel like, especially with the new rules, a set till 15 can go by even faster, and you don't really get that many opportunities to turn around the game. But if you have sets till 21, you have these opportunities, and that makes it really nice to watch. And
yes.
Yeah.
And also like the chance to adapt here. So if you would coach Louis and Dorian, what would have been your advice to them?
So, I mean, what worked quite well in the beginning was defending really close to the net. They got a lot of ups from that. So putting pressure on Lucas and Jonathan, not only visually as they're just building a wall, but also covering a lot of their hits as they have a high variety to hit. And then, I mean, of course, it's learning from the serve receive in the first set, trying to get these first touches, just get them up.
Yes.
If you get the receive up, you have a chance. And then focus on clean recovery sets. And if they did have clean recovery sets, I think they always made a point.
Yes.
So
they always had a good chance to convert their defensive touches if they played clean.
Yeah. So yeah, give time with the first touches so that there can be a good set and conversion of the points.
So how are the other games looking?
All sets went in favor of Germany, and seed 3 won 21-10, seed 5 21-12. So rather close. This is gonna be a challenge for the French teams to come back. But we will see. The other sets have already started, and seed 5 right now, the French team is in the lead, 10-6. So we will see.
Yes, and here
what
the
will
second
happen.
Set has already started.
Yeah, the first point just being played, but a little bit of jitters here. And Dorian on the serve.
That goes
One
high.
High. High. Swinging again. Going for a safe second. Relying on defense. But this time I feel like they were in their block a bit too early.
Yes.
They were rather stiff.
Yes.
They were not moving around anymore, so Jonathan could spot a gap and just play right through it.
Yeah, it's always at least in my opinion, it's always very easy when the defense is positioned quite early to find a spot, especially when the set is on the net and you can pull it a little bit around. Good
serve here, but also a good set. But a touch from Dorian and a recovery set that will result in another touch. And
this
there
is
he's on the ground.
We said just like a couple of minutes ago that in the first set, if there was a rally, the French were in the lead, but now we had like 2 points played where the Germans really were able to convert their touches and really to push their points through. This is really nice to see.
Lefty swing from Jonathan goes onto the rim. Swinging one more time. This one goes high. Observer confirms and is a double fault.
The attention here on the court is a little bit shifting towards seed 5 game because we have
it's a lead
lot
for
of aces here.
And it's a lead for France.
And it's leading for France.
They're not playing this one. Trying to, but Second serve for Jonathan. Ooh, nice reverse there.
So
well
low.
handled. And a touch from Lucas. Another one from Louis.
Oh, and goes onto the rim.
Unfortunate. He's a little bit upset about this one, as it was a great opportunity. Great soft touch here. But of course, for Dorian, he knows it's an offset because it's, I mean, it's an incredible set, but it's still an offset. So the defense, Lucas and Jonathan, are just right in front of him. So he's trying to get pressure on the ball and choosing a risky
yeah, and we saw here something that usually Jonathan is doing quite a lot, this shifting and shuffling before the hit round or no hit zone to get the defense out of the way.
Little backhand, but Lucas is there for it and returns the favor of a backhand.
Such a beautiful hit.
Very low and just not with a lot of force.
Yes.
Just very smooth, so it can't lip up or anything. Louis serving. Oh, and this is an ace for France, for Louis on Jonathan. Also beating him with the speed of the ball, as he's covered the angle.
And Jonathan is a little bit angry with himself.
But now he has to shake it off. Let the anger, 3 seconds. Anger, 3 seconds neutral, 3 seconds next point, right?
Right.
Alexander Zverev. And Lucas is swinging back with a righty cut that also just slips out of the fingers from Dorian, as it's just a little wider than expected.
Also great placement on the very side of the net.
Securing the lead for Germany. Reverse here, well handled, and ooh, this is sneaky. I would have
looked so elegant when he's just like doing this.
And I was really expecting for him to go with like a righty pull to like shuffle over in front of Jonathan and then go for a righty pull. It was also open. It was probably the same direction, but just.
And there was more space, but he chooses maybe his favorite shot. In order to get past the German defense.
Yeah, in that situation, maybe also the pull would have been a good option, because Jonathan wouldn't really be able, or would have had to move away. But this one worked as well. Bit of an offset, giving a chance for the French team, but they cannot get their hands on the ball.
I have the feeling that they just got some of those half-high shots that just got over the shoulder, but were timed to land inside of the out-of-bounds line. So they are really difficult, because you just need to adjust very well to the hit.
Need good eye-ball hand coordination.
Yes.
And sometimes you're just, trying to catch the ball in the air, and it's just not happening. Ooh, faking here, and that's a good serve and an ace for Jonathan. Extending the lead and going into the second. French Dorian's taking a timeout. Sometimes it's not that easy to find the right time to take a timeout, especially in a long set.
Yes.
But I think it's a good time here, as it's been an ace for Germany, so the lead is you don't want a double break for Germany at this point.
And we have the statistics here with 100% side outs on receive. This is also the impression that we had, right? In the first set, Germany was a little bit struggling getting their side outs through. And now they're creating pressure with their side outs, but as well with their serves.
I mean, these numbers look a bit crazy, because it's only a few points being played, right? First I was like, oh my god, what's happening? But then I was like, okay, there's only like, Dorian only had 2 chances of doing his side out, but so far he couldn't get into his rhythm for the side out, as it was a break 2 times. So that's also maybe why he wanted this time up before this side out, as he couldn't finish or go through a clean side out before.
Yes.
Faking, 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 and trigger is pulled for the lefty cut, but it is no good.
Let's see what he will do on the second serve.
Faking again, going from the righty, but that one also finds the rim, and therefore it's a side out for Dorian.
My feeling was that he used a lot of time for faking, and I think Stefan, who observes this game, is also just said something to Jonathan, maybe reminding him.
Yeah.
Of the
it's not
3
easy
seconds.
as an observer. You have to take care of a lot of things at the same time, and taking time is also one of these tasks. Double fault here by Louis. And now that you only have 3 seconds with all the faking
And the step.
It's
Oh, yes. That was just such a forceful serve.
good timing here. And that's something a lot of players, of course, play with as well. Sometimes you take your time to serve. Sometimes you just pull the trigger real quick. And this time, Jonathan was still doing his step, reacting to the step out, and therefore was a little bit not really like steady on his feet, which caused him to, not get a good touch on that serve.
Yes. At least for me personally, it is much more difficult to receive a fast hit with a quick trigger time than like a serve with a lot of faking before.
Yeah.
Because you can get into the rhythm.
Good touch here.
And we have
a rally. Now he's going behind the set, which is good, but he hits the rim, unfortunately, so they cannot reward themselves for this great defensive play. Oh, great by both teams.
Yes. So Dorian and Louis, they were in a great position to defend this hit. But as the touch was really high in the air, they had to do the set from a very far distance.
Yeah.
I think they could have used a little bit more time to play it a little bit. With a little bit more time.
Did move behind the net quite fast this time.
Yes.
Getting on the other side. But yeah. Oh, and the body up by Jonathan, but he's pretty low, so sometimes it's hard to get up or to move anywhere else.
Louis is doing a really great job here and taking a lot of space around the net with his shuffling and creating space for his hit to land. And even though Jonathan is there to get the body touch.
Good receive here. Set over the net, but well managed. But it's a break for France, because they just read this hit so well. It's a good up with the hand of Louis, and then the favorite backhand.
They are back in their defensive game.
Yeah. This one is on the rim. Just to swing again. Going for a safe second, showing their confidence in their defense. But that's a nice backhand shot here.
Nice flick
by Lucas.
In between Louis and Dorian.
All right, so we are switching as it is championship point for Germany in the seed 5 match.
Where they were back. They were back in points, and they managed to get back.
I think
and are in the lead now. And they choose to play it.
Out.
And it's the side out.
That's the championship. Germany is
for Germany.
The European Roundnet champion in the Open Division 2025.
And we see the crowd celebrating already.
Coach Alexa running in. Everyone wants to join in on the victory of this incredible team. I think the others are going to stop playing now. Or are they not? Maybe they're not. Yeah. I think they're going to continue playing. So, I mean, we can switch back. After this little these joyful pictures back to focus. All right. Where were we?
So we're back at 12-9 for Germany in the lead.
Backhand is no danger for Lucas anymore, but this backhand does live up as well. There's a touch from Lucas.
And a nice
good set, but also
and a difficult set.
A rundown here
the
from
French.
Jonathan.
Okay, this is
Can he make
so
his
nice.
way back? It is good.
That's a crazy.
But the rally lives, and it's another up. What is happening? It's a point for Germany.
There's happening so much at the same time.
Yeah, this commentary is all over the place.
A lot of back and forth between
and
the
up
two
and touch and hit
teams. With great sets, like from so many weird positions, bringing the ball back on the net, and then with so many defensive touches to continue the rally.
But here is an ace from Louis, getting back for the rally they just lost. And now Lucas serving. And France looking to tie the game up and to keep it a close match in the second set.
So the other game has finished as well. So this is the last game for seed 1 that is still ongoing.
Yeah, we'll explain to you the seeds and the structure of the European Roundnet after this match, as we probably have a little break between the Open and the women's final. And this one is clean. Now we have the French team again coming on top of a longer rally, which I think is very good for their momentum staying in this game.
Oh,
but that's an ace. It's a wide righty cut.
In this game, I have the feeling that always when a team is trying to gain momentum and trying to use that mood from a rally, from a nice defensive conversion, then just the other team gets in with an ace. Oh, Antonio doing the foot drop.
The players are also sort of, I mean, it's not going to decide anything anymore this match, right?
Yes, they know that.
So I think they're all relieved of this pressure a little bit. So they might come up with maybe a creative thing like a foot serve or something. But yeah, also nice to see. And the crowds, although the championship has been decided, are still eager to cheer on their teams. Shuffling around and just shooting it at Louis' hips. And hips, as you know, are not the best part, especially when you hit from the side to get the ball up.
Lucas did a good job in shuffling around, but I think Doria and Louis were just in the right position to get this touch. Just that the first touch went to the ground.
Is it on the rim? Yeah. I thought so too, because it came out very, very low, which is, I mean, possible, but not that likely. Ooh, lefty swing goes high. Faking. I've seen this before today, this serve. Ooh, touch there, and it's a hit on two!
Wow, that's
OBB!
That's such a difficult hitting decision, because the other side, it's like empty.
He was
but
just hit by someone.
He still decides to hit into Lucas and Jonathan.
Yeah.
Where they then have the touch and can convert it.
Ooh, the one's rim. Going with a backhand again, but it's Not the surprise it used to be.
I love it. I love this backhand. That's so great.
Well, you have to say that. It's very consistent.
Yes. Yes. And it's also very spinny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can see how it also might have made a lot of breaks in this tournament.
Yes, I can just believe that.
Ooh, good job, Jonathan, here. Good footwork.
Standing so far away.
Greater touch. Good set here, but it's not enough time for Lucas to get his feet sorted.
They tried to communicate, and I think Lucas wanted to have this touch.
Yeah, they both wanted it, yes. But Jonathan said, no, it's mine. But then
the set was good, but it was just perfect. Not enough time to look for Lucas to get around the net.
If Lucas would have been there earlier on the opposing side, it would have been just perfect. Played.
Yes, that's a great hit.
Clean side out. Nice 1, 2, 3.
And we still have a couple of points to play, so it's 18-14 now with
important side outs though.
Yes,
because if they do not bring home these side outs, it's gonna be match ball soon. They're not gonna play it. Last minute decision. People are just crazy ideas. Double fault here for Lucas. We almost had a flitzer. My cable keeps getting stuck. All right.
So if the Germans are now taking the 2 side outs, we're nearly at the game point here.
Yeah.
So France really needs to break, or really needs to create a break here.
Yes. Oh, nice hit there. So low.
That's a great flick. Pull flick.
Good footwork also, avoiding the no-hit zone for this hit.
And the crowd is cheering how beautiful that hit was.
Nope. Big swing here.
The French crowd is a little bit silent now. I think they are preparing.
I feel like they've been a lot louder before, like in general.
Yes.
But maybe also just got used to it. And then,
no! That was such a great touch. I think it was an armbar touch.
Yeah, even Lucas was kind of upset about that the ball just dropped. Ah, that was so nice.
And both are waiting for the other one to go
to
that set.
To see it. Such a good body up. Everyone's singing.
And now it's match point.
It is. And they have 5 match points.
Joni trying out something creative this time, maybe.
This time? I would say as per usual. I'm going for a reverse, but that's a double fault.
Here's another chance.
Another chance, another match point. So the teammates are trying to encourage him to do this serve.
What? And it's clean. Whoa, what a hit.
It is ending this.
This was the final point.
Final point
of this matchup.
They wouldn't have had to play this one through, but of course you don't really want to just finish a game in the middle. And now the whole national squad is coming onto the court, celebrating this win, celebrating that the German national squad did it again.
Yes, and also a 5-0.
5-0 win. Yes. Over France, who beat Italy oh, Le Bus is getting ready.
Le Bus is getting ready. So
Le Bus is getting ready for
I hope they are not entering the stream now.
Oh wow, I think these are going to be beautiful pictures. Labus is coming onto the court. There it is.